Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good. Morning, Han.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, Ma'am Jem.
Hi, Jude.
Hi, good morning, Mom,
Good.
James.
Good morning, everyone. Hello,
Morning,
Jude.
ma'am.
Are we starting? Are we going to start?
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Okay. Now, I think you're ready for the next. Today, we will be having special products. Okay. Special because if, for example, this is bok choy and we say we want the special bok choy, then we are expecting for more ingredients, I think, tastier one than the ordinary, and we enjoy it, right? So with this, I want to assume that you will also enjoy multiplying polynomials, specifically for a binomial to a binomial, but we call it a special product because this is so special that actually it gives us patterns that we will also enjoy to use and will make it easier for us. And I want you to investigate from time to time. I will be asking you questions and so that we can arrive to the patterns I am referring to. And yeah, help us and use this in dealing with binomials to binomials. Okay, now for today, actually, we will be dealing more on finding squares of sums and differences. So we will have it one by one. But overall, if we still have time later, then we can also tackle about product of a sum and difference. Okay? So recall that from example number 2, 2e minus 1 and e plus 5, we have the final answer 2e squared plus 9e minus 5. So in this case, when we multiply the binomial by a binomial, our final answer is actually a trinomial, a polynomial with 3 terms. Now, it's not always that the case will be like this, that multiplying binomials will give us a trinomial as our product. Because when we multiply binomials, we can just also have the product as another binomial. So let us discuss more why and when it happens. Okay? Let us have first a plus b squared. Let's start with this. A plus b squared. Okay, so remember that if we have 3 squared, it means 3 times 3. Now, if we have parenthesis a plus b squared, this means a plus b times a plus b. So a plus b squared means 2 times itself, multiply by itself. So a plus b times a plus b. Notice that the terms are the same. And we have a plus b squared as the square of a sum. A sum because a plus b. Okay? So a square of a sum. If we have a plus b, can you give us the answer? We connect this to our previous lesson, multiplying binomial. So a plus b times a plus b is equal to, anyone can share the answer? Any volunteer?
That a squared plus
Yes.
2ab plus
Yes.
b squared.
Correct, good. So a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, so let us just leave it as that. We will have more example. later on, I want you to arrive to a conclusion or a pattern in squaring a sum or square of a sum. Let us have the second example. X plus 7 squared means x plus 7 times x plus 7. And Ella, can you share us any method that you prefer to use to have answer for x plus 7 times x plus 7?
FOIL method. Huh?
Okay, sure.
FOIL.
No problem. So what will we do first?
X times X, ma'am.
Yes, that will give us?
X squared.
Yes, correct. And then?
X
X
7.
times 7.
Correct. Which is?
7X.
Yes.
Then X 7 times X, ma'am.
Yes.
7X.
And finally?
7 times 7, 49.
49. Combining like terms, we will have our final answer equal to?
X squared plus 14X plus 49.
Yes. X squared plus 14x and then?
Plus 49.
Plus 49. Good job, girls. So we have x squared plus 14x plus 49. If you see the pattern already for the square of a sum, then you can just share to us and then we will check together, okay? For now, I am giving you examples and I need you to investigate about the pattern, okay? So first, again, we have a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And then another example, x plus 7 squared, our answer is x squared plus 14x plus 49.
Ma'am, I know this.
Yes.
The
Yes.
pattern
Okay, Jude. Please share.
from a plus
We can
b
use,
squared.
yes. Yes, we can use a plus b squared. So
You
what pattern have you noticed, Jude?
know the answer for the x plus 7 squared
Yes.
is equals x squared plus 2x 2 times x times 7 plus 7 squared equals
Wow.
2x squared plus 14x plus 49.
Very good. Yes, Jude. So,
It's just like to put x plus
okay.
7 squared to a plus b squared.
Yes, correct. So a plus b squared here is our form in square of a sum. But note that our x, our a, and our b can actually be any numbers, any variables, or any expressions with numbers and other variables. So I understand what Jude is trying to say here is he substituted x plus 7 to a plus b and then followed the a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Am I right, Jude?
Yes.
Yes. Wow. Thank you. That's so smart of you to see that pattern, and that will help us deal with the square of a sum. That what makes it special because it has a pattern that will make it easier for us. The girls, Ella and Hannah, going back to our x plus 7 squared, you use actually the FOIL method, or for others, if they consider distributive method, we arrive to the correct answer x squared plus 14x plus 49. Now, can we please try to consider the pattern? It says a squared, so let x as our a and our 7 as our b. So first term first, a squared. So in our case, we have x. So x squared. Okay, x squared. And then plus 2ab. 2 multiplied by a, which is our first term x, multiplied by our b, 7. So 2 times a, which is x, is 2x, times 7, 2x times 7 is 14x, And then our last term, b, is 7, which means b times b, or 7 times 7, which is 49. So x squared plus 14x plus 49. To better understand, let us have this third example. 8c plus 3d squared. Okay, Jude, I want you to silently answer and have your final answer. Then later, let us check your answer with the answer of the girls. Okay? Just wait there.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Now, girls, can you try using the pattern? When we say 8c plus 3d squared, it means 8c plus 3d times 8c plus 3d. So can you instead can you try? So what we are going to do first is square the first term. First term is 8c. 8c times 8c.
64c squared.
64c squared. Okay, so first thing to do is square the first term. We have 8c. And then multiply the first and the second term. 8c times 3d.
24.
24cd. And then don't forget to multiply by 2. So 8c times 3d is 24cd times 2.
48 CD, ma'am.
Yes, 48cd. Followed by square the second term.
9b squared.
Yes, 9d squared. So 64c squared plus 48cd plus 9d squared. Jude, can you check our answer? Is it the
Yes.
same with yours? Wow. Okay, good
Yes.
job. So that's it. It is faster if we can use the pattern. May I have the confirmation from you, Ella and Hannah? Do you understand the pattern, or is there any question?
Yes, ma'am. Okay na siya.
Yes, ma'am. Okay na.
Okay, good. Thank you. So that's it. A square of a sum. We square the first term, multiply the first and the second times 2, okay? And then square the second term. Now, using this, let us try example number 4, but this time we will be dealing with square of a difference. Then example number 4, we have a minus b squared. So we will have a minus b times a minus b. L, can you share to us how much is a minus b times a minus b?
So, a times a, ma'am, is a squared.
Yes.
And then, negative 2ab.
Wow, yes.
Then, b squared.
B squared. Plus or minus?
Plus, ma'am.
Plus, yes. Squared. That's it. So, in this case, L, did you use the pattern already or still FOIL method?
Full method, ma'am.
FOIL method. Okay. So a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Now, L, I'm afraid that when you deal with more terms later on, or expressions minus another expression, we have a harder time and longer time to use using the FOIL method. To answer, I mean, using the FOIL method. How about this one? If we have a minus b squared, let us use still the pattern we have in a square of a sum. So multiply the first term. We have a minus b squared. A is the first term. B is the second term. And negative b is the second term. Okay? So the pattern is a squared. So a squared. And then 2 Do we always have the 2? 2 times the first term A times the second term negative B. 2 times first times second. So 2 times AL, how much is that?
2A, ma'am.
2A times negative B.
Negative 2AB.
Yes, and then the second term squared. Negative B times negative B, how much is it?
B squared.
Yes. So the same with your FOIL method, A squared minus 2AB plus B squared. Though you need to adjust if you are used to using FOIL method to answer binomial to a binomial, but since we're having here a special product that offers us maybe the faster time, you need to adjust, but maybe you can also consider to learn and practice using this method. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Number 5, let us have 6p minus 1 squared. L and Jude, I want you to have the answer silently. This time I will have Hannah to discuss number 5. Han?
Yes, ma'am.
6p minus 1 squared.
6b times 6b equals 36b squared.
36p squared.
Then 6b times 2 equals 12. 12, ano yung variable?
P.
6,
P. Ah,
12b times negative 1
yes.
equals negative 12b
Yes, very good. Negative 12p and then
plus 1.
plus 1. Good job. That's it. It's passed. L, how is it?
36B squared, ma'am.
Yes.
Then negative 12B plus 1.
Yes. Yes. So the same, right? This time, did you try to use the special product rule or FOIL method?
Special product rule, ma'am.
Yes. So isn't it faster?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Jude, will you agree with the answer?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Let's have another one. Number 6. 5m cubed minus 2n squared. Again, 5m cubed minus 2n squared. Anyone can just discuss and give us answer how to do this and yeah, what step are you taking this time? You already have answer or what is in your mind, you can already share. And 5m cubed minus 2n. We have the first term squared. 5m cubed squared is equal to?
25m to the 6th power.
Yes, you got a power. 25m to the 6th power and then?
5m cubed times 2.
Yes.
5
We have 5m cubed minus 2n.
times 2n.
Yes. 5m cubed times?
Times
Times
2n.
2, ma'am.
Okay, times 2 times negative 2n. How much is it? 5m cubed times 2?
10m cubed.
10m cubed times negative 2n?
Negative 20mn cubed.
Negative 20m cubed n.
M.
M cubed n, yes. And then?
Negative
Our
4
yes.
4n squared, ma'am.
Plus 4n squared. Yay, great. So we have 5m cubed minus 2n squared is equal to the square of the first term, 25m to the 6th power. And then first term times second term times 2, 5m cubed times negative 2n is negative 10m cubed n times 2 is negative 20m cubed n. And then square of the last term, negative 2n times negative 2n is positive 4n squared. Okay, that's it. So this time we will have the product of a sum and difference. So again, square of a sum for the a plus b, square of a difference because we have a minus b squared. This time we will have the product of a sum and difference. The product because we will be multiplying, then the sum because the first binomial is a sum a plus b. So we have that a plus b. And then the second binomial is a difference, a minus b. So again, we have product of a sum and a difference, product of a binomial by another binomial, but the first binomial is a sum and the second binomial is a difference using the same terms, a and b. But one is a sum, one is a difference. Okay, I'm just making that clear. Now, if we have a plus b times a minus b, anyone please answer? How much is it? Anyone can just share. A plus b times a minus b. We have L, a plus b times a minus b. Any method you wish to use?
A squared, ma'am.
Okay, let us see.
Then
Okay.
negative 2ab
Negative 2ab and then
minus b squared.
2ab minus b squared. Okay, let us check from Hannah. Han, do you have the same answer? So Ella's answer is a squared minus 2ab minus b squared.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, now what method did you use, Elle and Hannah?
Try to use FOIL method, ma'am.
Okay, sure. So can we do it first, one by one? F, the first terms, we have a times a, am I right?
Yes, ma'am. A
And
squared.
then followed by
2 times a.
2 times a.
I-
Where did we get 2? If we use if we use the FOIL method,
Ay,
it's okay. We can just continue. Let us see. If we have correct answer or we need correction. So we have the first terms. A times a is a squared. That's correct. And then
A times negative b, ma'am.
a times negative b is equal to
Negative ab.
negative ab. Correct. And then
ano,
B
b times
times a. ab.
a. Okay. B times a is equal to
ab.
ab. Positive, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, positive ab. And then followed by
B and
B times
negative b
correct.
equals negative b squared.
Negative b squared. Now we have a squared minus ab plus ab minus b squared. So what do you think should we do next?
add like terms.
Combining like terms, ma'am.
Yes, and those are
Negative ab plus ab.
which is equal to
0.
0. So therefore, what are the terms left are
A squared minus negative b squared
squared. Again, a squared.
minus b squared.
Okay, minus b squared. Wow, you corrected yourselves for that. And it's a good job because you are able to correct rather than we just pretend that it's correct, right? So it's a squared minus b squared. Okay? With this example, have you noticed something? Any thought, anything that you have observed? A plus B times A minus B is A squared minus B squared. What have you noticed different from our first special product, square of a sum and the square of a difference? How about this time? Jude, you can share your answer, Jude.
You squared the first term in the
Okay.
last term. That's all.
And then the only difference with the first special product, square of a sum and the square of a difference, and the answer for the product of a sum and difference. Have you seen any difference between the answers? We have 64c squared plus 48cd plus 9d squared as the product for 8c plus 3d squared. This time, a times b, a plus b times a minus b is a squared minus b squared. What have you noticed about the final products?
The answer is binomial.
Yes, exactly. So notice that in a plus b times a minus b, we have our product a squared minus b squared, which is only a binomial and not a trinomial. That is because of the same terms used in our sum and difference that will lead us to a zero term. So a squared minus b squared. And we will be using this pattern to multiply binomials specifically for a product of a sum and difference. All you need to consider is the same terms where the same binomials where the other is a sum and the other is a difference. Okay, let us practice special product with another example. 3n plus 2 times 3n minus 2. If you already have answer in mind, then you can just share and then let's discuss together. We have the first term, 3n, and the second term is 2. So what we did actually is, first we consider the first term, a times a is a squared. And then the second term is b. B times b, actually that's positive b times negative b is negative b squared. It is just like using your FOIL method, but we don't multiply anymore our outer and inner terms because again, they will give us the zero term. So just square the first term and then square the second term. Yes, let's square the first term. 3n times 3n,
9n squared, ma'am.
9n squared. So 9n squared. And then, sorry, I missed to mention, we use FOIL method, but we only multiply the first and the last. So the first is 3n times 3n, which is 9n squared. And then the last are positive 2 and negative 2, which is?
Minus 4, ma'am, or negative 4.
Yes, that's it. That's fast. 9n squared minus 4.
Minus 4.
Yeah. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Did you have this lesson before? Can you still remember?
Yes, ma'am, in
Okay,
grade
good.
8.
Yeah. Let's have another example. 11v victory minus 8w squared times 11v plus 8w squared. Did you get the given? 11v minus 8w squared times 11v plus 8w squared. 11v minus 8w squared. So the terms are 11v and then 8w squared. Jude, would you like to share your answer, Jude?
Yes.
Yes, please.
144 c squared minus 64w squared.
Okay,
Raised
so
to the fourth.
you square first the first term. 11v times 11v is equal to?
To 1
Yes, 1 to 1.
v squared minus
Okay.
64 w raised to the 4th power.
Yes, you got the power, Jude. So we have negative 64w to the 4th power. So here we also applied the rule for exponents. Yeah, great. So 11v minus 8w squared is 121v squared minus 64w to the 4th power. It is very normal and understandable that we might do miscalculation, but what is important is we are able to correct it. So that's a good job, Jude. Girls, any questions?
None, ma'am.
None. Is our lesson clear enough?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you learn something?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let us have the summary before we end. Today we discuss about special products. One is about square of a sum, and it says that when we to square a sum, we first square the first term. Like in a plus b squared, we have a squared plus a times b is ab times 2. So 2ab, and then the square of the second term b times b is b squared. The second special product is the square of a difference that says a minus b squared is equal to square of the first term. A is a squared. Then multiply the first and the second. A times negative b is negative ab times 2 is negative 2ab. And then the square of the last term, negative b, is positive b squared. Next, the third one is the product of a sum and difference. So we have a plus b times a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. That's all for today. Any more questions, concerns, clarifications? That's all from me.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Sure.
How about you two girls and the handsome guy? Do you have any questions?
Answer.
No more?
None.
None?
None?
Answer.
Okay.
Wala.
So are you giving
Answer.
them assignment? Anything for
Yes,
today?
I have here the ready assignment. 4 items, sir.
Or items? Maybe can we distribute that to each of them? Maybe
Yeah, sure.
one for Ella, one for Hannah, one for Jude, and one for the chicken.
Oh. Yes, great. That's a good idea, sir. Let us have it this way.
So that
Let us.
each of them will present their assignment tomorrow. Then
Yes.
discuss that,
Okay.
and let's see if the other three will agree with the chicken.
Yes. Okay. Maybe we can do it randomly. I have here 4 items as your homework. Now, I want you, Jude, Ella, and Hannah, and the chicken to choose numbers 1 to 4. Choose only one number. Jude, what number do you want?
1.
1, 2, 3,
One.
or 4? Number 1.
One.
Okay. Jude, can you please copy this so that you will not forget? So your homework is number 1, a plus 6 squared. L, what number do you want? 2, 3, 4.
3, ma'am.
3. Number 3, we have 8x minus 5 times 8x plus 5. And 2 or 4?
Number
Number
4, ma'am.
4. Let us have x squared minus 6y squared. So the last item is number 2 for the chicken. Okay. 4n minus 3 squared. So each of you will be answering 2 items. Jude, again, a plus 6 squared. And then you help the chicken, Jude. 4n minus 3 squared. Is that
Okay.
okay? Yes. And number 3 for Ella, 8x minus 5 times 8x plus 5 plus the chicken. 4n minus 3 squared. Oh, you see? It needs
Hindi ako
help.
naka-mute.
So, okay lang, Han. Okay lang. Han, yours is number 4 plus number 2 as well. So, the chicken is trying to tell us that he is happy. It has the 3 of you to help him. Okay?
Wait lang.
Wow! So participative.
Ano yung chicken na?
4n minus 3 squared. 4n minus 3 squared. So each of you will have 2 items. Yours plus our special guest, the chicken's item. Okay?
Okay. So is it possible to submit the assignment on or before 8 a.m. tomorrow so that we can put that into a PowerPoint presentation so that you can see the answer, ma'am, and Jude as well. And the two will just explain the answer.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So any questions so far? So before 8 a.m. tomorrow, on or before, maybe you can have it tonight. Jude, just submit your image to Ma'am Jane. Just take a picture of your assignment and submit it to Ma'am Jane. Okay, Jude?
Sir.
The chicken agreed as well.
Okay. So this is all for today. Enjoy your day. Have a happy lunch. Ma'am, do you have anything to say?
Oh. I'm just happy that you gave them the deadline. I believe it serves the purpose of preparing them for the possible online platform for the year.
Yes, ma'am.
And yeah, so it's a good training actually.
Yeah.
So yes, girls and Jude, you can do it.
So, bye.
Bye. Enjoy your lunch.
Push.